In this video, you get a look inside Secrets of Icespire, a new expansion to the Dragon of Icespire Peak from the D&D Essentials Kit. Hi, Bob here, and welcome to Bob World Builder, the D&D channel where we improve our games together. I'm super excited to show you this supplement because it is loaded with bonus material for the campaign that my group, and probably yours too if you're a fan of the channel, is playing through right now. So to introduce Secrets of Icespire, here's lead designer Christian Eichhorn.
The question is what inspired me to write Secrets of Icespire. Basically, I grew up playing games like Icespire and Baldur's Gate, and Secrets of Icespire is a mixture of the two things I liked most about those games. There's a portion which contains quite a few of quests, and those are a throwback to the exploration part of Icespire, where you just went out into the world and explored and mostly killed stuff, but had a real adventure without knowing where you go. And in Baldur's Gate, I loved learning to know all the NPCs you meet along the game, learning about their backstory, about their history, and that's where the sidekicks come from in Secrets of Icespire.
I agreed to this review last year, so while this is not a paid promotion, Christian did send me a complimentary copy. And if you would like to support the creators and myself, check out Secrets of Icespire using the DMs Guild affiliate link in the description. I'm a huge fan of this supplement's beautiful landscape paintings and formatting by Christian, editing by Christopher Waltz, character art by Daniel Commercy, and maps by Dyson Logos. Secrets of Icespire is 77 pages, containing 8 quests balanced for level 6 and above, as well as 20 random encounters, 4 bounty hunts, and sidekick guidelines with 3 brand new level 1 to 20 sidekick classes and sample sidekicks. So I'll be showing off my favorite parts of each section. Timestamps below if you want to skip around the video. Chapter 1, Quests, begins by explaining that these adventures can be used not only for Dragon of Icespire Peak, but also for Lost Mine of Phandelver or any episodic wilderness exploration campaign. Each one is designed for 3 to 6 hours of play, and there are 2 helpful tables that show each quest's level range and location in the book. Plus, each quest and bounty hunt has a notice board layout. Here's my pick: Dwarven Poachers. A nasty band of dwarves recently started roaming the woods, killing any animal they could get their grubby hands on. Pregnant deer, shoats, and now the woodlanders tell me of a dead unicorn. They stop at nothing. When I confronted them, they shot at me and I ran. Pay me a visit if you're interested in helping. Forest Ranger Keeley. The background explains that Keeley wants to stop the dwarves before the local wild elves become restless and violent to all outsiders, but she does not know that these are actually Duergar slavers operating out of an abandoned diamond mine in the forest. Like most of the quests and encounters, the exact location and even the specific forest is up to you as Dungeon Master, though it's written to be only a 2-hour hike from Keeley's outpost, and I would probably drop this in Neverwinter Wood just south of the Mount Hotenau volcano. A deep gash in the ground, located on the foot of a small hill, marks the site of a dig. Rusted mining equipment lies strewn about, toppled carts and broken picks litter the area. Still above ground, the party has a chance to catch a patrolling guard, and notice these dwarves are actually Duergar. If they proceed into the pit, they'll pass a narrow entrance to a guard post where invisible Duergar are taking shifts, and where there's a secret treasure storage room with a passage to the slave lord's chamber, guarded by 3 giant magma beetles. Records in this chamber indicate there are captured people deeper in the complex, and most of the kidnapping is coordinated by mercenaries called the Skull Band. These mercenaries are the villains of another quest in this supplement, but you can easily replace them with the Stone Cold Reavers from Dragon of Icespire Peak's Icespire Hold quest to better tie them into the main story. Characters who explore the barracks will come across 8 resting Duergar and some cursed unicorn meat, a nearby passage to the Underdark which could potentially derail your campaign, 4 Quaggoths, my favorite Underdark creatures, and the 10 shackled prisoners, eagerly waiting to be set free. This quest includes stat blocks for the Duergar Slave Lord and the giant magma beetles, which are like a tougher, burrowing, exploding version of giant fire beetles, another favorite creature of mine. And for an honorable mention, The Dead Stir quest is all about the cult of Myrkul, so it can be a great add-on to the official expansions, which focus heavily on this evil cult of undeath. Chapter 2, Encounters, includes a random table of the 20 rest encounters, which are mostly designed to occur during your party's nights on the road. And it was too hard to pick a favorite, so here are 4 that I really liked. Buried Golem. You have just leaned back to relax your eyes when the stone behind you shifts and cracks. You dart around and see a crude face in the brittle rock. It regards you with stoic eyes. This clay golem was built as a weapon, but I love the idea of the party rescuing and befriending this forgotten giant. Eldritch Procession. The wind shifts and carries gruesome tones to your ears. The mixture of moans, flutes, and fiddles tingles primeval fears that seep into your mind like black tar. With every passing second, the music grows louder and louder. The Eternal March, a literal parade of undead creatures, strolls by your camp. Another great tie-in for the cult of Myrkul. Odiri's Visit. Out of the darkness steps a hefty mastiff. On its back, you see a graying halfling with a wide grin. She waves her arm in a greeting and shouts, "Am I glad to find a few friendly faces out here? Do you mind some company?" This old mastiff-riding halfling is a messenger and herbalist, happy to let the parties sample her wares. And Scartrunk's Visit. It is an otherwise calm night when you suddenly hear something whooshing through the air. Before you know it, a pile of mud lands on the campfire, dousing the flames with an angry hiss. A creaking voice from the darkness adds to your confusion. "Too dangerous. It's not rained in days. Do you know no courtesy or prudence?" If obeyed, this weary tree ant, Scartrunk, will temporarily give your party an awakened tree companion, which longtime fans of the channel will know I love because I designed a magic item around a similar idea for my free beginner adventure, Blood in the Woods. From Chapter 3, Bounty Hunts, my favorite was Aubriana Fernar, a mad alchemist with a mechanical arm who allegedly turned many innocent villagers to monsters when she took an experiment a little too far. At CR 14, she's the least powerful target, but her exploding, blinding, paralyzing, and polymorphing vials are no joke, nor are her mech arm legendary actions to frighten and stun your PCs. Chapter 4, Sidekicks, contains a much-needed preface regarding the agency of sidekicks, and how they may naturally grow apart from or closer to your party. Between Frog's Drac, the vengeful goblin shaman, Puddles, the forgetful turtle scholar, and Kortar, the estranged centaur leader, I chose the latter, because he could take the place of or be a friend of Xanth, the centaur included in the Dragon Barrow quest of Icespire Peak. Kortar is the rightful captain of his herd, but rumors of illegitimacy started by his now dead brother forced him to abandon his people. Kortar hopes to one day return and make amends for his disloyalty, and his ideals, bonds, and flaws revolve around this goal. Kortar likes galloping and hunting in the countryside, dislikes rain, dogs, and people assuming they can ride him, and he is fundamentally opposed to breaking oaths. He fears heights and small caves or tunnels, but nothing can truly break his will. Kortar's class, the leader, allows him to restore his allies' hit points, grant them reaction attacks, and attack roll bonuses. But he also gets an extra attack, action surge, rerolls for mental saving throws, and second wind, making the leader a competent sidekick who can boost their allies and hold their own in battle. Secrets of Icespire is 77 gorgeously formatted pages of diverse adventure elements, perfect for the Dragon of Icespire Peak or any wilderness campaign. And you can check it out now through the affiliate link below. If you like this video, please share it with a friend and subscribe for more DM's Guild and Dragon of Icespire Peak content. Thank you for watching, and keep building.